Hassel, a city still restricted by a pandemic, which has shown us what it means to feel helpless and trapped. Freedom may be beckoning again, but not for some women. Women who feel they've been abandoned by a system that won't hear them.
You just feel like someone is controlling you and you can't do anything. You are just waiting the next attack.
One time my husband broken my hand and beat me again.
Every time he hit me, he would put his hand on my throat and press my throat really hard. And he would make threats, I'll kill you.
Since the first lockdown began, calls to the National Domestic Abuse Hotline have gone up by almost 50%, but charities dealing with migrant women have been overwhelmed.
The government's made a commitment to end violence against women, but not, it seems, if their immigration status is uncertain. Figures from Amnesty show that 4 out of 5 migrant women have been turned away by refuges, often because they have no recourse to public funds, which means the authorities don't have to pay to protect them, however much danger they're in.
Like Sonia, who finally found safety here after being turned down by 7 different services. Despite her husband so violent, he ended up in prison.
He would pull my hair, tug my hair really hard until I was in pain. He would punch me, but he would draw his fist to punch me, and he would then hit me and with his fist all over.
Having been through something so awful, how did it feel to be turned away again and again?
I felt I was going to be killed, I was going to be tortured, I wouldn't be alive, because my fear was that he's going to come out of prison, and the agencies that turned me away were not thinking of my safety.
At the other end of the country, Sarah tells me she tried to take her own life shortly after arriving here with her husband. He began to hit her, eventually breaking her hand.
Again beats me and once threw me in the mirror and beat me in, push me in a lot of hurt me, and I can't stay them. If I come back to my country, it is very bad for me. I can't again leave to my country. I should suicide or I stay in my room all my life.
She is slowly putting her life back together at this tiny refuge funded entirely by donations. Each woman was told by her husband she'd be deported if she left. Each was brave enough to leave, despite a system which would reduce them to despair all over again.
Women are living in life-threatening situations and they should be given more support to escape under pandemic conditions. But in our experience, they've been given less support to leave.
The Home Office insists anyone who has suffered domestic abuse must be treated as a victim first and foremost, regardless of immigration status. That is why the government is working closely with charities to build a solid evidence base on how to deliver tailored support to migrant victims. But that rings hollow for Priya. A lack of funding meant she was turned away by the hostels in her area after fleeing from a husband who routinely beat her.
Every woman is a human. She has the same heart. She has the same feelings. She's a woman. Either she's white, brown, black. She has same feelings. Then why government is not taking care of the foreigner woman?
There is a government bill on the horizon designed to improve care for domestic abuse survivors, but it offers no guarantee of protection for the most vulnerable victims of all. Rachel Younger, News at 10.